This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Wilson with the handoff to Chris Carson.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Devon Kennard. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
17-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
Wilson
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
at the 15-yard line.
And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a... And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 85 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He gives it off to Carson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Chris Carson on the carry.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
These two teams all tied after 1.
End of the 1st quarter with the score tied 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
This is Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
Carson, the ball carrier.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland. Unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. Remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. On 2nd and 9, Murray flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Murray now on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Murray now on first down. This is caught, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and
throwing again on second down. Wilson, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
36 power.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They'll take over first.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
From the gun, Murray.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And the
Throwing on first down is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
17. Seahawks.
Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Marquise Blair on the tackle.
Right back to Drake. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Fitzgerald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shotgun now for Murray. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray steps away to his left. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. And some space here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying,
and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 4th down, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Keeps the score, Cardinals 23.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He lets it fly for Lockett, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
By the Cardinals.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Here's Murray.
And there's the beauty.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, the decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 26. Seahawks 14.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 20. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stepping up, he's going to, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 78 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wondered.
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Seahawks 23. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Stand 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Downfield. Offense.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll make it a second down.
Brings up second down.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout.
This is caught inside the 15.
Murray.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, Rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that one, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you're going to be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 49 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Jason Myers to kick off for
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray flush to his right, and this is going to be incomplete.
Murray.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From
the gun on third down. Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Operating from the gun. Murray being chased out left. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To Edmonds on the toss. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember when the dribbler draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, Murray. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.